Hey guys, welcome to the call tonight. Thanks for coming on this. It's quite late, I knew that, but we're just doing what we can do. Apologies for cancelling the other night. I had a nightmare with work. My manager put me in for a shift, which was never on my schedule, and they had no one to close up. So yeah, that's why I had to reschedule it. So yeah, so basically tonight's call is just to go over sort of September, what we're looking to try and aim for in September. Put together some kind of objectives to try and hit. Just want to congratulate everybody so far with their patience and the people who uploaded deals on. That's really, really good. We've got 8 deals on after this call. We'll have 8 deals on. I'm jumping on with John Betton to basically upload another 4 deals. So we've done incredibly well with that. We're just not even 2 weeks in. So yeah, we've done really well with that, and that's something to be proud of. We're really stepping up with that. I want to go over kind of our team target. So for September, I want us to get on as a team 30 businesses. Sounds like a bit of a hurdle, a bit of a challenge, but 30 businesses, I think we can do that as a team, as a unit. We've got quite a few people certified now, and a few people we're very close to becoming certified. So we should have a good solid 15 by the end of play, September time. So yeah, that's quite exciting. We should have a good sales force on there. So in like team targets 30, individual targets. If you can all aim to try and get 4 businesses on in September, that'd be massive. Really, really good. If you can kind of aim for that consistently, try and get 4 on. Then yeah, you'll be looking at going forward in a big way. I want to also explain about that. This is a 2-pronged approach. So I want to show you in a minute. I'm going to share my screen. I'm going to show you some of the way we're going to be marketing on the Facebook side of things, and then I want to touch on the marketing materials, the things that we're going to be using. I wanted to speak about with Michael actually on the call, but I don't know if he can make it on. But yeah, so I'm just going to share my screen with you. One moment. Right, so can you all see my screen? Put your thumbs up if you can see the screen. I think you can. Sweet. Okay, cool. Yes. So, like I said, it's a 2-pronged approach. We need to get the businesses on to add the content for the people to be obviously infused to use the Charlotte local service. But then we always need the users. Now, I've been experimenting here with this deal. This is a deal I personally put on. Okay, and this is kind of how we're going to be marketing the deals in a similar format. This may change over time, but at the minute, this is kind of how we're going to advertise all of our deals in this similar way. So yeah, so we've got Therapy Hair and Medi-Spa deal. Click link below to create your Charlotte account and download app to redeem deal. That link there is obviously we're all connected to. I put a boost on this just to see the. So this is to give you some sort of idea of the numbers and things. You can kind of highlight the reach, and you can see organic reach is 208, so that's from the shares, and then paid reach is 214 people. So I'm just kind of experimenting. I only chucked £2 at it just to kind of see. Hi Alan, could you just pop your mic on mute for the minute, buddy? Thanks, Alan. Cheers. So yeah, so we've got organic and paid. So I'm just running the experiment with that because going forward, I want us to, if we land a big national chain or something like that. Obviously, at the minute we're just focused on the smaller chains. But if we do land something big, then I wanted to work towards something called crowdfunding, and I'll go into that a little bit later into the call. In terms of we all chip in, but I'll cover that in a moment. So yeah, so there's this approach with Facebook. Obviously, we're going to be putting out the post, share it as much as we can, start boosting it. I'm going to run some campaigns and stuff. If you want to boost your page, if you want to boost your post, just reach out to me, and then we can chuck a boost on it. Because obviously I'm an admin, so I don't know we can boost it. But you can get like 4,000 to 6,000 reach, and you can select the area you want to boost it into as well. So for like a couple of quid, just to kind of experiment it. I mean, if one person buys your deal, your evens on your money. You'd probably be up in most cases on your money with that sort of boost. So you can see as a team, if we boost things as a team, we get some serious reach over Facebook platform in general, which could obviously lead to mass amount of downloads. I'm going to get Justice Laborn as well to start working the page with me. I want to put in not just all deals, not just flood it with deals, just put in some kind of a little bit of like humor, a few little stats and things, just little images and stuff. Make it quirky, make it cool. So we're really going to build on this Facebook page, and I feel that we can get some, once we get the likes coming in and people seeing the deals, I feel we're going to get a lot of customers through this platform ourselves. The other angle is obviously we need to look at is the manual physical work with the leaflets. Now, marketing materials, we need to get them ordered and sorted out. I want to speak to Michael about that, but I'm going to make sure that all of our market material, if we can have it on there, we need to have our Facebook QR code, which I touched on in my webinar a few weeks back with Fraser. We're going to have the hashtag Sherlock it, because that is the hashtag that we're going to get everybody saying in our cities. Oh, did you Sherlock it, or did you get that deal on the Sherlock? Kind of get them speaking in that terminology, and hashtag Sherlock it. If they type it into a social media like a Twitter or a Facebook even, it will pull up all of those feeds on there. So that'll be important. We have that on there, and also we're gonna have our web link, so uk.sherlocklocal.com. So that's the link that they can click as well. They can type in and go to download the app. So I'm going to try and make sure we've got all of that on there. Okay. Is there any questions at the minute so far? Anyone want to ask anything about marketing or anything, or have any ideas they want to bring up at all? Free to fire away if anybody's got any ideas or suggestions on that. No, all good. All right, cool, sweet. So the next thing as well, what we need to build is stories. So important we build stories. So when we sign, let's say if we can get a restaurant on, or if we can get an entertainment place on, if you've got a team in the area, or even if you go with your family, just redeem the deal yourself, anything like that, and take photos of your phone, redeem the deal, and if you with the merchant, just create kind of little stories, just to show that the process is working. That's the next step. So I want us to try and create 3 to 4 stories this month. Okay, so if we can get 3 to 4 stories this month from our deals, that'd be massive for us as a team, and just generally for the service. We'll be able to really reach out, and that'll start hitting people in a big way. So yeah, that's something we need to definitely aim for, is to get some good stories, because stories sell, and soon people start seeing the stories, hearing the stories, they'll be sold, and they'll want to be a part of this. So at the minute, we're kind of visionaries and pioneers, so we need to obviously build the stories and get the people the awareness of how big this platform is for the company, because it is a complete game changer. It is massive. Also, I forgot to say, I want to congratulate Dominic just on this, the way that he's input this deal. I just want to share this with you. Like, so this is his barbershop he's put on. This is quality. So he's put the deal on. It's 37% off. But what impressed me the most was the amount of detail he went in with this part here. Obviously, this is extensive detail. Like, I mean, it just looks so professional from a deal point of view. I was blown away. I've never really experimented with the tools we had in the description box when you put in a deal on. But yeah, I mean, if you just look at the detail and obviously the red lines and stuff, that looks amazing. Like, if somebody goes on that deal, that alone could sell them it, because it's got loads of in-depth information, looks professional. It's better than just a few odd words. So that is something we need to think about when we're doing this, and kind of pick the business owner's brain, see if he's got anything on his website we can pull off and put in there about his website, about the background of the company and things like that. So yeah, I just wanted to just say well done, Dom. That's really, really good. That's kind of the level we want to be doing. And I didn't even realize that really you could do kind of that much with it. So I expect you can do a little bit more, but obviously that takes time. But yeah, that's a good example of what we need to be getting the deals on like. Okay, so yeah, Facebook, crowdfunding. Now, I wanted to talk about this because obviously we are connected as one team. We have got the link, so I'm experimenting with the boost post. I mean, if we do get a lot of traction, I want to know if people are picking up new customers. Let us know. So I want to see if people are clicking through and getting the deal, getting the app, and kind of seeing how our download conversion is from the clicks and posts and stuff. You can kind of look at the analytics on the back of Facebook. But yeah, I wanted to find out about that and see if anyone is picking up any new customers or anyone has at all. So that'd be interesting to find out. But yeah, I mean, if we do land a big deal, then we could all chuck in £10 each into that deal, and we could get a reach of over 500,000 people with that kind of pot of money. So it could be worth doing. It's something I've been thinking about, but I'm just testing it at the minute on a smaller scale. But that's something we need to think about as a team if we want to do something like that going forward. I think that could be quite powerful. So yeah, guys, that's pretty much it really for this evening. I just wanted to kind of recap on a few things and kind of just ask if anyone's got any questions about anything, anything they want to bring up, any suggestions. So yeah, let's just have a general kind of discussion on that now. Really, I think. I'll stop sharing my screen a sec. Sweet. Christopher, he's on. Managed to get on.
Well, yes, eventually.
Wicked. Fantastic. Was the password not letting you in?
Well, I just don't understand why I couldn't get in. I got in on the last one on my computer, but I eventually got Zoom onto my phone, and I'm on my phone now.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, guys. So, I mean, your thoughts on everything. Is there anybody who's got any suggestions or ideas or anything on any of these points at all? No.
My only comment would be, because I missed it all, is there likely to be a short presentation video done for prospective merchants that we can all use?
What for? Oh yeah, sorry, I forgot that written down. I forgot to mention it. Yes, we've got a video coming. It's going to be here in about 2 weeks' time. It should be here. Michael signed off the contract. It's going to be an English voiceover, and it's going to be a video that explains. It's similar to the one we've got already, but a little bit more in depth video, so we can kind of duplicate that. So we don't have to explain exactly what Sherlock was all about. I mean, we could go to a business owner, we could put them on a video, or we could give them a cold call.
Yeah, I was thinking more of just something that we could briefly, on a 2-minute video, show in a generic sense to merchants, just so that they get an idea of what they're going to get.
Yeah, we've got that tool. Yeah, that tool's coming, Chris. It is coming next couple of weeks.
Okay, and what about a generic business card?
Generic business card. Yeah, well, like I said, I need to get that sorted with Michael. He basically wants all the market material across the company the same, which is, it makes sense. But I think because we're doing this slightly different in the UK, I do want the additions of the Facebook QR code. I do want the hashtag Sherlock. I do want the UK .Sherlock local link on all of our marketing. Because it will pull everybody into that. We want to pull everyone into that place. We want customers who've never spoken to us go into that place, that Facebook page, or to other social media like Instagram. Once we start to build that, I'm not going to go into that in a moment. But if we can pull everyone into the same place, then they'll click.
Yeah, I mean that's one to have a generic business card is great. But one of the other problems we've got is when people download the app onto their phone, there's nothing to tell them how to use it.
Yeah, that's coming. We're working on that. Me and Fraser have said this when it launched. We need a tutorial. So the next sets of upgrades that will be in there. We were thinking of a quick fix, which was going to be basically Fraser doing like a video of no noise, just like background.
Well, he's got one on the internet that we can send people. But if people are downloading it in a shop,
yeah, that's right.
No access.
Yeah, you're right. But when you download it, the video would play first, and it would show him using the app. But we want it. We want it as literally as you go through each feature, it shows you and tells you what the feature's about. Once we get that down, this is massive because we'll also tell people and encourage them to share it to earn Amazon points, and the tutorial will explain all that. So it's going to start to drive user engagement again, but that will be here. Thomas is working on that with his tech team. So I reckon by the end of September we'll hear some news on that. So yeah, but that's going to be massive. To be honest, absolutely massive. Hi Adam, he's back. But yeah, he's gone. He's gone.
I think just to chip in there, I think that's going to be really powerful because, you know, you can give out the app, you know, we're for want of a better word, living and breathing Sherlock, but you're giving it to people and you can explain it to them, but then it can just slip out of the mind. So the fact that the video is there and it's playing and it explains how to use it, I think it's a great idea. Yeah,
that's what me and Fraser were speaking about. So that was a great point, Chris. But yeah, we spoke about this a little while back when it was originally starting. But they had a lot of other things to be worried about at the time. But yeah, I mean, once we get that, that's gonna boost, because we'll get obviously the Sherlock Local deals emphasised on the tutorial, and the deals section emphasised on that tutorial. So yeah, I mean, that for me is going to be massive. When people go to our Facebook page and download the app, for people they've not spoken to us, they've seen our marketing, they've seen the window stickers, they haven't spoken to them, they've seen it, or the business owners told them about it. They go there, they download the app, it explains exactly how to use the app, how to share it and earn Amazon points.
It's brilliant.
It's just going to push the whole process for us, and it will just start growing organically going forward. So it is exciting.
And again, as well, just to touch on videos, sorry to interrupt. I was listening to something the other day, and a lot of stuff is going down doing mobile videos that can be watched on the mobile that are sort of no longer than 2 minutes. So you know, doing something like this is ideal.
Yeah, it won't be. I think the short fix is going to be a short video. When they download the app, it loads up. So it comes up with the blue Sherlock screen, and then it goes into the video. But the long-term fix is actually a tutorial that is active as you move through the app.
Yeah.
So it walks through step by step. I don't know if any of you use Snapchat or not, but I'm going to touch on that. With us in terms of a promotional tool for Sherlock Local. It might be over some of your heads, but it's going to be a powerful tool. I can operate it for you. It's a case of you just filming your experiences with the business owner, sending me that video, and then I'll put it into our Snapchat feed. But I'm saying with Snapchat, when you go through it, it does build a tutorial. As you start, it tells you what each feature does and how to use it. So that's what we need on the app going forward. But it will all come, guys. We're very close now to having.
Is that going to be an option, or is that going to come up every time they go on?
No. That's what I'm saying. It will know that you've done that as a user, and it won't do it every time you go on. No, it will know that you've seen it and been taught how to use it, so you won't forget going forward. But yeah, it's just for new users, basically.
But they will have a facility to be able to recall it.
Don't think so. Just most tutorials don't on apps and stuff. Once you know to go through it once, you tend to remember. But possibly we could ask the question if they could request tutorial, if they could put that, you need to grow your network part or the edit profile. Maybe you could just add a tutorial link there and it just clicks in, it plays a video maybe. I mean, it's just a case of adding this stuff in, but most apps with tutorials don't tend to roll through. They don't tend to be to reverse and see it again. But yeah, guys, so that's pretty much it. I don't want to keep too much longer. But yeah, so let's try and get this 30 business on in September. We can do that. That is massive. Aim for 4 each, guys. 4 each. Try and book yourself. You try and book yourself 2-3 appointments per week, then you'll get that easily. I mean, I went out with a guy called Charles Stead, who's a business guy, at the start of this, about 3 months before we was anywhere near launching, but just to field test. I went out cold market walking into businesses, and I'd say about 70% of the people I hit weren't decision makers. They couldn't make a decision on it. The other 30%, I would say, out of that 30%, which we did hit, who was decision makers, about 85% signed a pre-launch form. So I'm going to be following them up. I followed a few up already. We're just trying to arrange. Obviously, they're quite busy, so we're just trying to arrange meetings times. But this is a no-brainer. Every business needs more customer, more marketing, more advertising, more awareness. And for the fee we're charging 15%, it is a no-brainer. So just to have a lot of posture of it and understand that we've got something they do need and they do want and they will use going forward. And once we get the customers as well, once we get the users in our cities, seriously, this is going to be powerful. There's a lot of ideas I've been discussing with Michael in terms of push notifications, the technology side of that, and we can really start homing in on that specific area. So when people are near a merchant and things like that, they'll get notified that there's a deal on there, and there's so many levels we can go with this. But at the minute, let's just try and get the content on, let's try and get the business on, let's try and get the users in the cities, let's try and get some stories. Once we've got all that and results, then they'll start pushing forward with more of the tools we need to make this massive.
So, sorry to interrupt, but you said a pre-launch form, not the merchant sign-up form.
Yeah, no, Cliff. This was old now. This is before we launched. We're obviously in soft launch now, so there's no need for a pre-launch form anymore, Cliff. Sorry, Chris. There's no need. This was before we launched, so I was just going out with no video, no anything, just literally I'm getting them to fill in the information saying, once this launches, would you be interested in being a part of this service, basically? And it was a huge success.
No problem.
All right.
Great.
That's it for tonight, team. Any questions, fire me an inbox, and keep doing what you're doing. You're all doing a great job, and it's going to be an exciting month for us. So let's smash September, get our 30 businesses on, and then move forward from there. Thanks for tonight, guys, and I'll put this up on YouTube shortly. All right, so people who've missed it can tune in. Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Thanks a lot, Jensen. Good night.